Guys, today we are going to see fundamentals of computing. My name is Mohammad Aflal Mohammad Rizwan and this is my student ID. So let's start this. Contents, internal components of a central processing unit, functions of a CPU, how computer hardware components work together, different types of storage media, how data is represented in computer systems, how encryption can be used to represent data, how images or sounds are represented in computer systems, how compression can hide the storage data, images or sounds, a description of the purpose of logic gates, a description of the different types of computer network, a description of the hardware and transmission media used in computer networks, an identification range of worldwide web technologies, and the last one is a description of the purpose of different types of computer network topologies. So let's go. Internal components of a CPU. The central processing unit is often considered the brain of the computer, responsible for executing instructions and performing calculations necessary. The first one is control unit, and the second one ALU, that's mean arithmetic logic unit, and cache memory and registers. Functions of a CPU: fetching, decoding, managing registers. Managing interrupts, managing caches, control unit. Computer hardware components work together. Computer hardware components work in synergy to enable the functioning of the computer system. The central processing unit CPU acts as the core processor, executing instructions and performing calculations. Memory provides temporary storage for data and instruction needed by the CPU. Storage devices like HDDs and SSDs offer long-term storage for programs and files. Storage devices: RAM, ROM, optical storage, magnetic media, and solid states. Different types of storage media. Hard disk devices: HDD. HDDs use magnetic storage to storage data on spinning platters. And the solid state drives, SSD, means SSDs use flash memory to storage data with no moving parts. And flash drives. Memory cards are small removable storage devices commonly used in cameras. Optical discs. Optical disc storage data using a series of bits and LANs. How data is represented in computer systems. Information that has been converted into a format that is effective for processing or moving around is called data. Data is usually represented in binary digital form in today's computers and transmission media, which entails converting into a string of 1 second or 0 second. Types of number systems: binary number system, optical number system, decimal number system, and hexadecimal number system. Number system. Binary number system. The binary number system is a number system that uses a base value of 2 point. In the system, we only have 2 digits to work with, 0 and 1. With these 2 digits, we can create all sorts of numbers. Octal number system, decimal number system, and hexadecimal number system you can read here. So let's move on. How encryption can be used to represent data. Encryption uses algorithm and keys to transform data into which is unreadable without the corresponding description key. How images or sounds are represented in computer systems. In computer systems, both images and sounds are represented using digital data, but they employ different methods due to the distinct characteristics and requirements. Sounds and the images you can see here, so let's move. How compression can aid the storage of data, images or sounds. Large files require more time to upload or download. This implies that when we use the internet, it will take longer for songs, videos and websites to load and play. We can enjoy online media and browse the web more quickly. The purpose of logic gates. Logic gates are fundamental building blocks of digital circuits, performing logical operations one by one more. Binary inputs, typically one to produce single binary output. Types of logic gates. Boolean logic operations. Each type of logic gates implements specific Boolean logic operations. Sorry. AND gate, OR gate, NOT gate, NAND gate, NOR gate, XOR gate, XNOR gate. You can see here the examples of this. A computer network is a system of interconnected computers and devices that can communicate and share resources such as files, printers, and internet connections. That's right. This is a computer network, for example. Types of computer network. Local area network, that's mean LAN. A LAN is a network that spans a small geographical area, typically within a single building or campus. Wide area network, that's mean WAN. A WAN spans a large geographical area such as across cities, countries, or continents. Metropolitan area network, that's mean MAN. Personal area network, that's mean your phone. Which virtual private network, that's mean a VPN, we can all use that. The hardware, software, and transmission media used in computer networks. Hardware. These hardware components work together to process data, execute programs, store information, and allow users to interact with the computer system. External hardware devices. Monitors, mouse, keyboards, printers, and internal hardware devices, CPU, motherboard, ROM. These are examples for this. Software. Software refers to a collection of instructions, programs, and data that enable a computer system to perform specific tasks or operations. Types of software: operating system, application software, utility software and database software, communication software and system software, graphics software, and web browser. Transmission media, wireless transmission. There are various communication tiers. The generation suffix G denotes the standards, which is 3G, 4G, and 5G. Guided media, twisted pair cable and optical fiber. Unguided media, radio waves, microwaves, and interference. An identification range of World Wide Web technologies, HTTPS, HTTP, and hypertext markup language, that's mean HTML. Web browsers. Web browsers are applications that retrieve and display web pages on users' devices. Example, Google Chrome, Mozilla, Firefox, Apple Safari, and Microsoft Edge. Purpose of different types of computer network topology. Bus topology, star topology, and hybrid topology. First of all, bus topology consists of a single central cable to which all nodes are directly connected. Star topology as the central hub or switch to which all nodes are connected individually. Hybrid topology combines two or more different types of topologies to form a single network. And this is the reference of this my presentation. So thanks for watching, guys.